Hey friends, welcome back to Hobart Reviews. My name is Hobart. So recently Fifth Wheel reached out to me and they said they had a new fat tire electric scooter called the G1 that they wanted to send to me to see what I thought about it. Now this is their first pneumatic tire electric scooter, as their previous models all had solid tires. Now let's go over some of the specs of the new G1. It's got a 36 volt, 10 amp hour lithium ion battery. It's got a 400 watt front wheel motor, a top speed of 19 miles an hour, a range of 16.8 miles. It's got 10x3 pneumatic tires. It's also got rear disc brakes. It's got an LCD screen, a headlight and a tail light. One of my favorite things, the thumb throttle, and the maximum weight capacity of 250 to 265 pounds. Now it charges in 6 to 7 hours, and it folds super easy so that you can pick it up and take it with you, as it just weighs 30 pounds. Now this makes it one of the best electric scooters for commuting versus what I've got, the Nanrobot D6 Plus. Let me go ahead and show you how simple it is to fold down the G1. You're gonna take this little red knob here and turn it to on, then you'll lift up this little sleeve, fold it down, and it locks into place just like that. See, I told you 3 seconds. Now it's able to be put in your car, SUV, or you can just walk around with it because it only weighs 30 pounds. So it's easy to carry. Now, when it's time to go riding again, it's super simple. You're gonna lift this little sleeve again, slide it down, turn that red knob to off, and now you're ready to ride. It's that simple. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the app. It's the Fifth Wheel app. You can download it from the App Store, iOS or Android. Go into it, you're going to keep your scooter on and go to your Bluetooth settings in your phone. You'll see your scooter there. Go ahead and connect, and then when you go in here, it will connect, and you'll see connect pop up right here. There it is, 91% battery. This is our mileage on our current trip, the current max speed, the total mileage on the scooter, which is 30.4 miles. You also have these different gears you can change into, from climb mode to sport mode to balance to economic. You can change your speed units from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. You can also change your backlight settings on your LCD screen to see how bright or how dim it is. You can turn your headlight on and you can turn your headlight off. And you can lock the scooter as well so that nobody can steal it. And the coolest feature is this self-inspection. So watch this. It's going to check the brakes. It's going to check the controller. It's going to check the motor, the communication throughout the scooter. And since the handlebars are plugged into the rest of the scooter, it's going to check and make sure everything's working in that region, in your cockpit. Boom, I got a clean bill of health. I am ready to go riding. So that's an overview of the Fifth Wheel G1 scooter app. It's pretty cool. All right, let's go over the cockpit here on the Fifth Wheel G1. Of course, you got your handle grips over here. They got little nubs on them. It's very grippy handle grips, which is nice. You've got your thumb throttle right here, which is one of my favorite features on the scooter. Now, if you can see this here, the indicator for the throttle is moving, but the scooter isn't moving. And that's because you have to kick off and be going 1.86 miles an hour in order for the scooter to engage. So that's a safety feature they put on there, but love the thumb throttle. On the thumb throttle, you have your power button and you have your headlight button. You'll short tap your headlight button to turn it on, and you'll see it indicate up top here, and short tap it again to turn it off. If you long press the power button, you'll turn the scooter on and turn the scooter off. And in order to control the different things on the screen, you're going to use your power button. So let me show you. Right here is going to be your speed mode. Here will be your current speed. This will be your mileage, and this is your battery. So let's start off with speed mode. In order to change that, you're going to click it once. See, it goes to speed mode 1, speed mode 2, speed mode 3. Now, if you double click, you're going to go from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. Double click again, and it goes back. Now, 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it's going to give you the total miles on the scooter as a whole. But after about 5 seconds, it's going to go back to the current mileage that you have on this trip that you're on right now. All right, and that's basically the controls on your Fifth Wheel G1. All right, well, it's a beautiful afternoon here in sunny South Florida. Riding on the new Fifth Wheel G1 here in PGA National in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Cruising at about 18 miles an hour. The one thing that I do say is there is a rattle with this folding mechanism. It is a little rattly, so Fifth Wheel, if you could take that rattle away, that would be great. Now, the acceleration isn't anything to write home about, but 19 miles an hour is respectable for a 400-watt scooter. The pneumatic tires are really nice. Now, even though the G1 doesn't have any suspension, It's not too bad, actually. The rattle's more annoying than anything. Brakes are a little squeaky. They work pretty good, but they are a little squeaky. All right, let's do a quick little acceleration test here. I'm going to floor it. We'll see how long it takes us to get to 19 miles an hour. Ready? Go. It was about 9 seconds there. 9 seconds to get to top speed, which isn't the best, but we're dealing with 400 watts of power. So now the app does allow you to go into different modes. Right now I'm in sport mode, so if this is the sportiest of them all, it's not too bad, but I don't really notice too much of a difference between the different modes. All right, so Fifth Wheel says that this G1 can go up a 15-degree slope. So up ahead here, we've got a pretty big slope, as you can see. It's way more than 15 degrees. So I'm going to floor it from here and see if we can get up it. All right, let's go. Hey, it made it. It did great. Let's go ahead and get down this slope and we'll try it again. All right, so this is the slope that we just came down. We're going to go back up this. I'm going to floor it from here, and we'll see if we can get up it. Way more than 15 degrees, though, so let's see. It was able to get up it. It's so agile and so fun to ride compared to my D6 Plus. Not that that's not fun, but up. We've got some sandhill cranes. Hi, guys. All right, so now I'm going to try to do a hill in the grass, and this one up ahead is definitely more than 15 degrees, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a head start, but then I'm going to see how well it does in the grass, so let's try it. And it was able to get up. That's incredible. All right, let's go ahead and try this hill. This is a pretty steep and long hill, and I'm going to go up in the grass and see if we can make it to the top. Let's go. It's still powering through it. And we got to the top. Nice. Wow. All right, looks like we got some more hills ahead, so let's have some fun. All right, so we're off the golf course and back on the sidewalk here. A little bit longer grass. What do you say? Let's give it a try and see if we can get through longer grass. Still able to do 13 miles an hour in the longer grass. That's not bad. On the grass again, off-roading. Not a problem. right, brakes are working. Well, that was a lot of fun. Man, this thing is, it's a pretty nice darn scooter, but let's go ahead and get to my final thoughts here. What do I like? What do I don't like about the fifth wheel G1? We'll start off with the things that I like. My favorite thing about the scooter, and I hope all scooter manufacturers go to this in the future, is the thumb throttle. It's so much safer to be able to grip with your full hand. I do not like the trigger throttle, so I love the thumb throttle. My second favorite thing on the scooter is the folding mechanism. As I showed you earlier, it takes 2 to 3 seconds. You're folded up, you're locked in place. You're able to walk around, go into a restaurant, go into a store, or throw it in the back of your car and be on your way. So the locking mechanism is super simple compared to some other scooters out there. I also like the app. It's the first time I've used an app with a scooter before, and I love it. I love that you can turn the headlight on and off. You can change your speed modes, the brightness of your screen, and that self-check feature. Yeah, that thing where you can see if your scooter's in good working order before you leave. Or if you have a problem, at least you could possibly easily pinpoint where the problem is during that self-check. So that is a really cool feature on here. I also like the quality. It's a good build quality. I mean, it's a really nice scooter. It's put together well. Everything works smoothly. The brakes are a little squeaky, but you know, it's no big deal. But you know, everything is really nice on here. The grips feel real nice and grippy. The tires are nice and wide. You know, some scooters, they may be 10x3s, but you know, they kind of peak. They have kind of a peak to them. These are almost like flat in a way. They're nice and wide, so I can corner and curve really easily without having to worry about falling or anything like that. So the tires are really nice as well. What else do I like about this? I think that's about it. I mean, it's a really nice scooter. Now, some of the things that I might change about it. Well, the acceleration has a lot to be desired, and I know it's a 36 volt, 400 watt, $500 scooter. It's not bad. As you saw earlier, it took about 9 seconds in order to get up to that top speed of 19 miles an hour, so it's a little slow to get there. So fifth wheel, if you could give us a little more juice, that would be great. Also, it did get to 20 miles an hour a couple times for me, but I felt the scooter limiting itself. So I know that the scooter's got a little bit more in it, so maybe give us a top speed of 25 miles an hour on the G2, maybe give us a little bit more power and a little bit more top speed. That would be super helpful. All right, so there's something I wanted to show you and tell you about here on the folding mechanism of the fifth wheel G1. Now, when I got my scooter, after just a couple days, I was having problems bringing this slide up and down. Something was getting caught and I couldn't figure out why until I looked at this pin right here. So this pin holds the stem to the rest of the scooter, and this pin had started sticking out really far. And that was a problem because it was catching on this slide and would not allow me to collapse the scooter easily. So I reached out to fifth wheel. I told them what was going on, showed them some pictures. They said that it was not supposed to be happening. They went and checked some of their production models. They said they weren't having that issue there. They rode a few of them around and everything was good. So I might have just gotten, you know, a fluke, which happens in manufacturing. They sent me another scooter and I'm happy to report that I'm not having any issues whatsoever. The pin is staying in place and I'm able to slide this up and down and collapse it, you know, with no issues. So it was just a fluke. I just wanted to let you know that if you do have issues and you start noticing that you're not able to slide this up and down easily, check this pin right here and make sure that it's not slid out far. You can tap it in with a little hammer and then get a hold of fifth wheel immediately and they'll take care of you, all right? So I just wanted to make you aware of that. The replacement scooter is working just fine. Well, that's all the time that I've got for you today, my friends. I really appreciate you joining me, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description to get yourself one of these fifth wheel G1s. If you're riding one of the super fast ones like me, this is an awesome change from, you know, holding on for dear life and always going super fast. It is actually a lot of fun to just be able to, you know, tootle around on a scooter, and a good quality one at that. So I'll put a link in the description. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you like what I'm doing here, hit that bell so each time I put out a video, you will be notified. Until next time, my friends, thanks for joining me. My name is Hobart for Hobart Reviews. Have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go ride this thing. Whee!